foodies, Inga from Health Origins here. So today a slightly different backdrop for you. I wanted to talk to you about mindful eating and one of the elements that would be a part of it, and that is when to eat. So this is a big one for me. I don't know how about you, but for years and years I never let my body get hungry. I would always snack and eat something before I even felt the hunger signal. For me to feel the hunger signal, something like I must have been busy somewhere, out somewhere, and never had a chance. But normally through the day I would always just keep on snacking and eating, having meals, and yeah, I never ever really let my body to signal to me properly when I need more calories, because that's all it is. The hunger signal is basically is just your way of body telling you of when you need more calories, when you need more fuel, because on my channel I say food is fuel. So yeah, so your body is a perfect machine, and it knows when you need more calories and more food, more fuel, and us not listening to it or not even letting the hunger signal to come through because we eat too much, inevitably that can lead to overeating, especially if you're eating not the right foods, junk foods. Even if it's vegan foods or plant foods, if it's junk foods, it's still very easy to overeat your calories if you're not listening to your body and letting your body hunger signal guide you about this. So yeah, so that could be maybe your first step to try and kind of wean yourself off of constantly eating. Try and just eat a meal, and then after that wait at least 2 hours, I say, or if it's hard for you to wait for the hunger signal to come to you, then maybe do 2 hours or 3 hours. Just kind of time it at first, and then it will be easier for you to wait even longer periods. So say you might not get hungry 3 hours or 3.5 hours perhaps. Depends on what you're eating, how physically active you are, and when the body will ask for more fuel, more food. But yeah, try that to begin with and see if that helps you. If you can't wait to get the hunger signal to eat again, just wait 2 or 3 hours and then eat, and then do the same after the next meal, and try to fit your eating between ideally 12 o'clock through the day and 8 o'clock in the evening, because this is according to circadian rhythm, that's the perfect time to eat. So some of you might think, well, why not the morning? Do we not get breakfast? And yes, you can absolutely have breakfast if you're feeling hungry. I would say have something light, like either fruits, or we do a morning smoothie. So once you feel hunger in the morning, if you can't wait until 12 o'clock, which is fair enough, have some fruit or a fruit smoothie, something easy digestible, because in that morning period until like 12 o'clock, you are still in the elimination phase, and that's where your body is still eliminating the food you've been eating last night. Because I don't know about you, but for me, I go to the toilet for number 2 in the morning. So it depends obviously how long you've been on a plant-based diet and how well your system is working. Some people might have different kind of clockwork, but for me it definitely is the morning is when I have that toilet trip. So yeah, and it seems to work really well for me. So yeah, so work with your body, try and let your hunger signal guide you a bit more. Work with your circadian rhythm. So there's I've mentioned this in the past in some previous videos before, but I can quickly mention there's three distinctive periods within your day. Your day is sectioned into 3 periods. what comes to your digestive system working. So between 12 and 8 o'clock at night is your where you need to like eat food consumption period. Then between 8 o'clock at night and 4 o'clock in the morning is your assimilation period, where digestion and assimilation period, where your body is digesting and assimilating foods. And then elimination, like I mentioned, from 4 o'clock at night until 12 o'clock through the day, midday. That is elimination phase. So it's best to work with your body, with those phases and with your circadian rhythm, and let the hunger signal guide you of when is the right time for you to actually be consuming food, and when you should stop, say at 8 o'clock at night, and let your body do its job and do repair and restoration as well. Because in the elimination phase as well, there's your body not only does elimination but also does restoration of all the cells and organs, renewal and things happen. So you do want to give yourself as big of a window, and that's where the intermittent fasting phrase comes from. It's that bit of time between when you last ate last night until you start eating in the morning, how many hours of a gap you give yourself. So they say you need to give at least 12 hours minimum. So that would be from 8 to 8 in the morning, which is, most people do that anyway. Some people obviously eat late at night, but yeah, so say if you do from 8 till the morning would be 12, but try and do maybe 14. And some people aim even to do 16 hours, see how much you can do before you break the fast. So that's why it's called breakfast, because you're breaking the fast from the night. So intermittent fasting has been really a great way for people, especially that have some injuries, or some if they got like inflammation in the body. That really helps, because you're giving your body more time to repair your organs, your tissues, and kind of spend more time on that rather than constantly having to digest new food. So there's a bit about listening to your hunger signal, about circadian rhythm, and kind of living according to that, with the timing for when you should be eating and when you should stop eating. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you like the video. Give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and subscribe for more videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, where I do mindful eating tips, or also delicious vegan recipes, whole food, plant-based and oil-free recipes. And remember, as always, food is fuel, so be mindful of what you put in the body. Until next time.